Scotty B. It's sports talk with Scotty Borel. Either you can or you don't want. It's sports talk with Scotty Borel. We go hard in the paint, homeboy, you better bring it. Sports talk, a conversation with Coach Scotty Borel. Either you can or you don't want. Now, here's your host, Coach Scotty Borel.
Talk, I'm Scotty Borel. It's a conversation with me on the road with high school basketball media tour. We're sitting down with coaches across the region, breaking down the upcoming season, reflecting on last year, and the spotlight today is the David Thibodeaux Bulldogs. Head coach Chris Kane, assistant coach Chris Poullard, two friends of mine. Just want to say hi. What's going on, guys?
Pretty good.
Oh, doing good, Coach. How you doing today?
You all right, Coach?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Welcome to Sports Talk. Long time coming, but I told you I was coming. I surprised you today.
Yes, sir, you did. Right after practice.
Man, look, perfect timing. Chris Poullard, hello, my friend. Good to see you, man. Long time.
I know, man.
That's my guy, ladies and gentlemen. Started doing AAU with Big Dave and Chris Poullard many moons ago. We became great friends and learned quite a few things from each other during the basketball days. So, owe a lot of love to Chris Poullard. Got a chance to meet Coach Kane under Coach Poullard back at the North Central days, and now these guys are working together. Man, you ever thought would that be, Coach?
No, not when I was a kid, but everything in life, a lot of times people say it come back full circle. So you never know, what doors are going to open for you. So you always try to treat people with the utmost respect because you never know who you're going to have to work with and who you're going to have to, coach with or against. So that's just
absolutely.
My philosophy.
Man, you know what's funny? I'm kind of in that same predicament where, not predicament, I should say, situation where I'm coaching and working with some of the kids that I had a chance to coach and mentor. So I get Coach Poullard. It got to be wonderful, huh? How you feel?
Good, man.
I mean, it's got to be, huh? Just, watching these young men grow up first as a basketball student athlete into a young man, into a coach, into a family man. Man, to me, it's amazing when you get a chance to share it with them. Would you agree?
I agree. I've been knowing Coach Kane since he was in 7th grade. Watching him play basketball in North Central. Be that point guard, probably one of the best point guards that.
Lefty. I remember that. Old Speedy, huh? You have to tell him to slow down sometime, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
That's how he learned the game. Learned the game in North Central. So,
Coach, we're going to dive in, man. David Thibodeaux Bulldogs, you've done an outstanding job. You're in year what now?
My third year.
Third year, man. I've seen you coached in the biggest stage in the top 28 then where you was at North Central. So it's not like you were, I don't want to say you're a rookie, but you got a rookie with some veteran blood, would you say?
Yeah, kind of in between. I look at myself as a young coach, kind of in the middle, like still have some veteran experience under my belt. Coaching at North Central, getting to the semifinals a couple of times, getting to the quarterfinals, one at Elton. And one time over here. So I always look at that to lean on, in the upcoming season and stuff like that. Try to take that experience and just try to move forward. So, just getting ready to have a exciting year, ready to have some fun with this.
Well, that's what we want to talk about. And, man, like I said, you got your guy on the side of you. How impactful have Chris Poullard been to the program with you? And so far, being in 3 years, but people don't know. Y'all been together longer than 3 years. 3 years here, but how impactful has Coach Poullard been to the program?
Very, very, very. You see, I'd break things down as a coaching staff into like different segments and different parts. A lot of my coaches have on-court assignments or we'll do different things, with the kids. But coach is more of that mental guy, always checking on the kids behind the scenes. I don't even have to be there after games. Me and him chopping it up, whether it's a win or a loss. Just handling different situations, and you need that. A lot of people think it's all about the X and O's, but it's the other things that make up a great coaching staff.
You need, after you jump on them, you need somebody to say, hey, man, it's okay, Coach. That's just tough love from the game of basketball. So, Coach Poullard, how influential have you been to Coach Kane, in your opinion, and how much did you bring to the table?
Like you said, I mean, we work together. We talk basketball a lot. I do a lot of things that the other coaches don't, they do the X's and O's, and I'm an old man now.
Yeah.
So,
thank God you
make
don't
sure
look
that I watch out for Coach. I make sure that everything, if I see something that's going on in the team, I'll call Coach. He'd be the first one to notice that, Coach, man, look, this is going on. We might want to take care of this or whatever. Make him aware of what's going on. Because coach has a lot to do. He wears a lot of hats. People don't know the hats that he wears. I mean,
well, it's not only he's a coach, people don't realize he teaches.
Yeah, he teaches, and I mean,
he got grades to put in, the lesson plan.
Yeah, he's always working. He's always thinking the game. He's always thinking what's best for the kids. And that's why I like working with him, because he put the kids above himself. And he's always thinking about something to make those kids, I mean, whether it's a bonding trip or, making sure that we be seen in front of a crowd, like we go to the Cajun Dome and play, or we go to New Orleans and play. So he's always looking out for the kids first.
Well, man, I see the growth in you, in him, I should say. And I think if he couldn't ask for a better mentor or someone to be in his corner, especially the veteran as you have been in coaching, like I said, we know. But we're going to dive with Coach King into the season, man. What are expectations and goals for this upcoming season? How do you plan to achieve some of those goals, Coach?
Well, we can't hide no more. The cat is out of the bag. Our first year, I think we not to brag, we hit the 20-game mark, having about 22, 23 wins. Made a run in the playoffs. I think we lost in the second round. Last year we really, did real well. We broke the school record in wins. So, I think we did about 26, 27 wins, and we got to the quarterfinals. So we can't creep up on nobody, anymore. Not bragging, but, people, know about David Thibodeaux across the state. We just, we look for anybody to play 4A, 5A. So we got a tough.
So you don't run away from competition.
No,
like it is, Coach.
No, we don't go pick a fight, but if the fight come, we're gonna be there ready to.
Well, that's what makes it. The old cliche is to be the best, you have to be the best. It's just this is how it is. I mean, you can't run from the best.
No,
because regardless, you will have to face those guys. But what you were saying in a nutshell, let me try it early in the season, test the water with my kids, and hey, let them understand. This is the type of teams we're going to have to go through. Like in the old days, you knew when it went through certain teams and stuff. So what identity or style of play do you want your team to be known for? Defensively, tempo-wise, shooting, or toughness?
A mixture of both. Definitely defensively, definitely a tough team. Any team that I coach, I believe that, the team take on the coach personality. So I'm a hard-nosed coach, very grimy, very gritty, ready to get after it. So,
well, I see you on the side.
Yeah, so we gonna. That's the way we want to play. We want to play fast. We want to play up tempo. But defense is our identity. I tell the guys all the time. Our offense is our defense. We want to get out into transition. We want to get into passing lanes. We want to trap. We want to play up tempo basketball. But with that, we want to be organized. With that, we don't want to be wild. We want to be fast and organized, taking the best shots, and getting ready to set up into our defense, stop and transition as well.
So I know you got the big three guys, but are there any young or new players you believe that could make an impact for the team this season?
Well, it's like we have a senior this year, Cayman Davis. It's his first, been in the program 3 years. When we first got here, he wasn't even in the program. So, man, he has come a long ways. He has been so humble, so dedicated to the program, just working. And for a senior to see him play JV all last year, get some minutes in varsity, but to know coming into the summer that, hey, man, I got opportunity to start. He took that and he never, let go the bone. So excited about him. He has been looking real good in the preseason. So he's going to help us a lot. Also, we have a junior, Caden Barton. He's really been working on his defense. That's what we've been hammering home to him since he's been here. And look like right now, this year is probably going to be his best year defensively. And that's going to translate, to his offense. So we have a couple of other young guys, 2 freshmen, Jordan Gouch that's going to help us. Justin Seagless is going to help us as well. And we have another sophomore, Caleb Brookter, that's going to help us as well. So we can call those guys number, man. We look for some good minutes from them.
It sounds like you're excited about these new young and upcoming players. So looking back at last season, what was some of the biggest lessons your team learned and that you want to build on this year?
Transition defense, man. We had a hard time in our quarterfinal game against Shaw, and we preached that all week long by getting back. But until you see it, like Mike Tyson said, everybody got a game plan until they get hit in the mouth. So we went over that, man. We had to understand that, man. We just really got to work on transition going into the new year. So that's what we've been focused on this year, trying to get back on defense.
Well, you kind of answered my next question. I was going to ask you if there are any specific games or moments from last season that helped shape the direction of your program moving forward?
Well, I think, and like I said,
Coach Poullard is shaking, so he might want to answer that joke.
I answer questions like this, but I answer these questions respectfully because I never want to, disrespect the opponent or disrespect, the fellow coach. But I think, for us as a school, our district went against St. Thomas More was huge, for our program.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, once again, we made that statement. To be the best, you got to beat the best. Coach Broussard has an outstanding program. It speaks for itself.
Hall of Famer.
Right. So me too. Because, I mean, when I was coaching girls and I got a chance to beat them, I was, look, hey, man, do you realize what we just did? We beat a program that probably produced 15 to 20 college girls at that time.
Yeah, well, people didn't understand. That was the first time that a Lafayette area school beat St. Thomas More probably about 4 and 5 years. And the last time was Coach Brad.
So that is the right answer to this question. That was the game that shaped the program because that was the big step forward for these young guys. Because where did Coach Broussard end up at the end of the season? In the top 28, right?
That's every year.
So exactly. That was a great answer, Coach, in my opinion. I saw Coach Poullard shaking his head. He might have had the same answer for over there. So about the players, man, we're going to move on. You talked about some of your key players. Who are your main guys that hey, listen, I'm depending on you every night?
Well, and that's what I tell the team. Like, they know who the go-to guys are. Like, we're not going to hide it. We're not going to sugarcoat it and say, hey, everybody's
the whole program.
Yeah, everybody. We know who's carrying, the load, and everybody else has the responsibility as role guys. So the guys I talked about earlier, that's pretty much our role guys. But, we go by the big three. That's going to be Bryson Sledge, Cortland Williams, and Joe Nathan Dalcourt. So we go as they go.
Man, so that's the guard. That's the 3 guard play.
Yeah, that's
correct?
The 3 guard play.
Okay, I watched you guys last year, and I noticed the 3 guard play. Coach Poullard had him always. You don't remember? I listened when he talked during AAU day. He said, "If you got guards,
you got a chance.
You got a chance." Is that right, Coach? And we had guards back then, man. Listen. So, are there any players who surprised you with their development or leadership since the last season ended?
I think the ones we just named, man, just the growth, maturity-wise, not just on the court, but in their mind. I'm starting to see guys like my starters want to come out first in every drill. They stand out to practice. They find a place to go shoot outside of David Thibodeaux. They go on to different college camps. They playing a lot of AAU ball. So
that's what you want,
guys. We don't have to force them to do. They doing this stuff on their own. So they hungry, they thirsty. So
but you can't be with them every day. No. And if you love the game, you always find what you love. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So if you love the game, you'll find a place to play.
You're gonna find it.
I mean, my old Chuck Taylors were. I invented brown Chuck Taylor. When we played in the dust.
Okay.
So we ain't had no gym back. We couldn't break in no gyms back then, like all the doors now. But long story short, we played a lot of dirt basketball back in the day.
That's old school.
You didn't realize we invented brown Chuck Taylor. By the time you finished with those sweaty feet and that dust, it was all that, man. So, man, look, man, we're gonna move along. Talk about your coaching staff and the program development. How important? I've always seen you surround yourself with former players, former coaches, great people. Let's talk about your coaching staff.
Well, I try to have a mixture, of both, and everybody know their role and define their roles. Of course, Coach Poullard is a long-time veteran coach, in Louisiana, been to multiple schools, successful programs, has plethora of state championships, as an assistant coach.
I mess with him. I always tell him, I say, you ain't never let me wear one of them rings.
Yeah.
But I'm going to catch you.
So, and just coming from a program like North Central, coaching under Coach Fontenot. So it's a lot of stuff, that we learned. Former head coach, Coach William Davis, he had top 28 appearance when he was at Port Barry High School, coaching, Marvin White, Daniel Francis, those guys. Who else? Coach Brian Senegal, who's been in the program longer than I. So he does a great job with the middle school program and stuff like that, getting those younger guys ready. We have Coach Courtney. She does a lot for us. It's concession, doing the book, talking to parents. She's even a teen mom. So she's, like she said, she's the face of the program. So definitely a big help with her. We have a new addition this year. One of our players that we coach is the Derek Thibodeaux.
Absolutely.
So he's going to help our player development. The kids look up to him because, he's around their age and, he played college ball. So
well, you need somebody that them kids could just relate to when they don't want to talk to you. So
Yes.
they gonna hate you. You never realize that they gonna hate you.
Yeah, I'm always the
but
bad
that's
guy.
just but they love you at the end.
I'm
You
always
know,
the
you
bad
can hate
guy.
me now, but at the end you gonna love me because I probably said them every show. Yeah, it's about winning, but if you don't leave a mark on that kid that leave your program to say, "Damn, I hated to love this man, but I love this man." Look at the example.
Yes, sir.
Right there. So he left a mark on you. You got to do the same on these kids, whether we win the state championship or not. At the end of their school year, they can always come back and give you a hug and say, "Hey, coach." That's all you need to say, because most kids not gonna give you no paragraph.
No.
Hey, coach, and a big hug. But you know what? That's a lot of love, man.
Yes.
That's a lot of love.
That's right.
So look, we're gonna move right in. What would you like to share with the fans in the community as you enter the 2025 season? What can they expect from the team on and off the court this year?
On the court, you can expect same old since we've been here. A lot of hustle, a lot of grime, a lot of grit. We're gonna give it 110%, win, lose, or draw. The opponent gonna know that they've been in a dog fight. So it's gonna be fun basketball. It's gonna be a lot of energy. Come to some home games. We're gonna cut the lights off. We're gonna have some smoke going on, smoke screen going on. We're gonna have red beans, jambalaya, just different things.
Can I get a pass?
You get a free pass. We have a big tournament.
I'll come back do another interview and get a little red beans.
You got that. We have a 1-day big tournament coming up January 24th. We got 12 teams. Labor Day, McKinley, Northwest.
Sports Talk will be here.
Yes.
We will be here.
Something to look forward to. Off the court, we trying to do a lot of things in the community. Try to go to church together as a team. Also trying to keep up our team GPA. Last report card, our team GPA was a 3.2. So we're trying to match that or top that to just get these guys to understand that it's bigger than basketball.
Absolutely. So in closing, man, I want to ask Coach Poullard a question. So, Coach, you've been at quite a few different programs, and you've been with some great coaches. How special is this, though, being with Chris Kane, your guy? It's a difference. I know you've been with me myself, but how different and how gratifying, in your opinion, is this?
It's very special because I've been knowing him, like I said, since he was in 7th grade, and just know him. Talk this, this is not just about basketball with us. It's like a real friendship.
Like you and I.
Yeah.
We ain't coached a game in so many years.
Yeah.
And we ain't hung out in so many. Like, but you know what? We reach out when it's time for the love to reach. We reach out,
And the biggest thing about it is that we came in 3 years ago with Coach Davis, and most of the kids that's on the basketball team, you would say, have been with us for 3 years. And we have some who hadn't played basketball before. So even the seniors this year have been with us 3 years. So, I mean, it's just been great for the program. We have good kids, and they do what we ask for them, and they'll do everything for the coaches and for the coaching staff. So, and we have a good time. I mean, Coach Kane makes sure that these guys, when we go on a road trips, that there's a great road trips, and we don't have any problems with our kids. I mean, we go on a trip somewhere, we don't have any problems. And, I love it. When we're not around the guys, and Coach will tell you, man, we got to have practice or something, because I can't let these guys go 3 or 4 days without seeing them, because you start to miss them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they are your kids. Yeah. And I always say that, guys, you're my children. Yeah. Till the end. Despite if I'm 60 and you 40, you still one of my kids, because I can't look at you no differently. But man, we want to wrap this up. This has been another stop on the high school basketball media tour. Man, I want to thank my guy, Chris Poullard. I want to thank the head coach, David Thibodeaux, Bulldog, Chris Kane. Man, I really appreciate you guys. I popped in. I didn't even call, but that's the love we got. Well, I appreciate that. I kind of hit Coach Poullard. I said, before I get super busy, I have to get here. I didn't have a choice. I wanted to do that. But I want to thank you guys, coaches, for the entire program, for sharing your vision on the upcoming season. I'm going to continue to travel across to try to catch more coaches. Probably season will probably be started, but I want to get a chance to speak to some players and coaches as we go up coming through the season to make basketball a little more exciting around here with Sports Talk. So let's keep sports local, guys. Just my guy, Chris King.
I want to say one more thing before I leave. I want to say good luck to all the coaches and players this upcoming year. Let everybody have a blessed season. I pray that everybody make a deep run in the playoffs. and pray that we all can work together, in the Acadiana area. No team is better than another team. We just one big family out here. So thank y'all so much, and good luck to you guys.
Hey, this has been Sports Talk at David Thibodeaux. Chris Kane and the Bulldogs is coming for another exciting season. Stay tuned. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
With Coach Scotty Borel. Either you can't or you don't want.
Welcome to 2 League Graphic Visions Design, your trusted creative partner in Lafayette, Louisiana. Serving Acadiana and surrounding areas, we specialize in professional logos, branding, flyers, and event promotions. We pride ourselves on quality, creativity, and personalized service to meet your unique needs. Partner with 2 League Graphic Vision Design, where your vision becomes powerful, professional vision.